Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am Anne Pochen. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is for that part of my channel where we talk about real life issues, and today's topic is something that I mentioned in passing in one of the videos, or should I say two of the videos that I have released on this channel already. One I believe is called Food is Going to Be Controlled. Then the second one is Poverty in the economic during the economic crisis. Now today I want to talk about it in depth, okay? And basically yeah, give you a little bit more detail so that those of you who bear witness with it can adequately prepare, and it would also explain as to why some of us are preparing, like in terms of food storage and food preservation and all that good stuff. Okay, so basically for a couple of months I've been having these reoccurring dreams, and although they're reoccurring, the people look very different, and the scenarios, although the scenarios look similar. Okay, so the first one I had was basically a dream where I believe I was in Kenya, and I was in front of this person's house, and it's a man who I know. He's a farmer, right? And some of you may know him. His guardian angel for the musician. Yeah, he's also a farmer. He owns, farming business, right? So I was in front of him, and he brought out basically a big sack for me, and there were people behind me, and he was giving out food, right? Giving out what I believe is food. Okay, like this big sack that in Africa those sacks are normally filled with either groundnuts or maize or vegetables after harvesting, right? They've been dried and they get put into those sacks. Now he gave me one of those, and then I woke up from that dream. Didn't think much about it. Didn't pray into it, and I thought, okay, let me share it with the guardian angel, but I didn't. I was like, let me weigh it. Let me wait and see, because you don't just give just prophetic words just like that, okay? And so I was just waiting on it, and then I had another one, and in this other one, I was again in what looked like a storehouse, like a kitchen, okay? But I had a baby this time, and no, I had there were women in front of me in this vision, and then all of a sudden this woman had to go in to get her food, but she couldn't take the baby, so I said, let me take the baby, and but then somebody else ended up taking her baby, and then I woke up. Okay, she went in to get whatever she was getting, and then I woke up, and then again another time I had another dream, and in this dream they there was like a, you know how missionaries during missions, they when they're distributing food, they build shelters, and then they have like they have like loads of food, like, and they have sacks where they put whatever they're distributing um out to families. So there was a line, and I was among the people. And this time they were distributing sugar. So these people were distributing sugar. So I went and I was just taking some, and it was being given out like you could take as much as you needed and then leave somebody else to come and take as much as they needed and then go. Okay. And then I woke up, and then I had another dream, and in this dream was basically people on the farm, on a piece of farm. They had lined up, they were coming from far, and they were lining up to get food from this particular farm. And then after that, the vision shifted, and it was now in my house. And my brother came into my house, like he looked like he was in a frenzy, and he opened up my cupboard, right? I have a I have one that's like this. Basically, my cupboard is like this, right? My unit, but at the bottom of it, I normally have food items, but I've changed it since then. It's no longer for food. Um, it's for something else, right? And but in this dream, it was a double door one, okay, a double door, and he opened it, and there was a few cans of food in there, and I woke up. And so after this recurring dream, um, to do with food, I asked God, like, what is this? Why do you keep showing me these people? What are they? Like, who are they? You know, and why do you keep showing me these people? And he said, they are distributors. They are distributors. Okay. Now, another one that I had was basically Cubby were Jesus and Millie were Jesus. Okay. That's how it started, these dreams. Okay. It started with them, and they had people, like they had massive house, so many, like so much food in their fridge, right? And people were coming and they were giving them food. Okay. And again, I wanted to inbox them and tell them, but again, you don't just give prophetic words without understanding. So I waited. Okay, so we are experiencing an economic crisis, and it's only going to get worse. However, although the enemy is um, doing his own things to um, to destroy humanity, God is also preparing his people who will counteract what the enemy is doing or wants to do or is going to be doing in the earth, right? Through through wealth control, through food control. And so if God lays it on your heart to begin to whether to stock up food, whether to stock up whether to stock up food, whether to stock up already processed like food, like things like sugar, salt, and all of those things to do with food, like stock up. If God lays it on your heart to buy farmland or um, rent a farming space for food, go ahead and do it. If God asks you to start a food center, like for me, God asked me to start a food center. It's called Jubilee Food Center. Okay, and go ahead, start it. If He puts it on your heart to do food bank, go ahead and start it, because as the economy gets worse, God will lead you to distribute stuff to people, and we have to be prepared as God's people, and that is part of the reason of the wealth transfer, and that is part of the reason why agricultural land is part of the wealth transfer that God is releasing to people for the purpose of distribution, for the upkeep of humanity during that level of crisis that we are going to see. A lot of people don't fully understand like what is coming, because they just don't, or maybe they have a feeling, but we don't. We all have a feeling of it, but we don't know the magnitude of how grim it's going to be. But God is preparing us in time for it. So yeah, just prepare in the capacities that God gives you to prepare, and with urgency that God lays on your heart to do it with. Do with urgency. Don't just ignore it. For me, I collect food and I preserve food, I grow food, I create food content for people to be able to duplicate for their families and stuff like that, and collect seeds for those who will do agriculture, because we know that they're going to control food on a large capacity. And so, yeah, in whatever way God allows you to prepare as a distributor, go ahead and do it. And so that we are prepared in time, because some people may not even be in a position to afford food. So, they'll just be praying, they'll just be coming to church, they'll just be within communities. So it's good to be prepared, to be able to serve people in that capacity, especially those of us who are believers in Jesus Christ. Like, this is our call to literally stand up and be counted, so to speak, in this crisis that is going to be coming up, that we're preparing for. We can't just rely on other types of aid and charities and stuff to do this. Like, God is releasing onto us wealth so that we are prepared for that time. But anyway, that is it. I shall see you guys in the next video. Let me know how you are preparing for yourself and also for your community. Let me know in the comment section, okay, what you are doing to prepare, because this preparation is not just for us distributing to other people, but also for our families. The wealth transfer is also to cater to our families, our immediate families, our immediate needs, and then the community at large. Okay, so let me know in the comment section how you're preparing, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, and by the way, the distributors also include those who will distribute things like fish as well. So those of you who are fish farmers, if God lays it on your heart to do fish farming, go ahead and do fish farming. If God lays it on your heart to do poultry farming, go ahead and do that. If God tells you to grow things like vegetables and stuff like that, go ahead and do that. Whatever capacity that God leads you to do it in, go ahead and do it. And even if you have to partner with other people, also you can also, God lays it on your heart to partner with other people, go ahead and do it. Reach out to them. I reached out to one particular charity that I'll be partnering with, and to distribute food to communities even from now. So that is it, guys. I shall see you in the next video. Bye.